And every time whenever this application will be, Suvendu Adhikaris will come, the court will entertain in a vacuum place, whatever Mr. Advocate General has said, submitted. There's nothing, no cause of action.
No, that is far from the truth, my lord. The state filed an application which has been withdrawn by the state. The state cannot say that he called someone this and that.
This is also incorrect. I am contesting the matter. I am contesting the matter. I have argued. One after case has been started and we have to take leave. The problem is, this only thing, this gentleman will go make hate speech, speaking about Hindu, Muslim, Hindu, Muslim, Hindu, Muslim. No. Murshidabad, right? You are on the very first day, you didn't get any order. Tell the truth. You have asked for 355, you didn't get the order. You have passed an order for the this NIA, you didn't get the order.
This channel does not promote any violent, harmful or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
In an area known as Mohistala, which is just at the edge of where the jurisdiction of Calcutta Police ends and the Diamond Harbour Police District begins. So the unfortunate incident, it had, but this what I am submitting is pursuant to the press conference which was held on behalf of the police administration. It had taken a communal flavor. Now the police has come up with a press conference stating that there are arrests which have been made. Now the temple was vandalized, people were injured, and accordingly, an application.
When this incident took place?
This had taken place, on last Thursday.
Date?
11th of June 2025.
We had written to the SP of the concerned police district stating that the petitioner number 1, it is at page 46, the petitioner number 1, who is a member of Legislative Assembly from the opposition and happens to be the leader of the opposition, along with one more MLA from the opposition, they will be visiting the area to meet the victims. So this application was made on the 11th of June. Page
46 is the application. Yes.
Page 54 is the response. The SP responds by saying that as per information received, Honorable Leader of Opposition is going to visit Mohistala and Rabindranagar area on 12/6 at 2 p.m. This is to bring to your kind notice that under section 163 BNS has been already promulgated to the entire Rabindranagar PS area jurisdiction. It is requested that for maintaining peace and tranquility, please postpone today's visit at Rabindranagar and Mohistala area. You may kindly fix up another date after revocation of 163 BNS Rabindranagar PS jurisdiction.
Now, whether the 163 BNS order is still claimed?
Till today.
But nowadays, an order has to be promulgated. The SP also has rightly said that it's promulgated. It is never published, What is available is, this, from the Twitter handle, of the West Bengal Police. It's just a tweet.
Do you want to bring on record this order?
The order has not been promulgated.
No, I will direct them to supply a copy of the order. Because this is not part of the writ petition. You have mentioned this order in your writ petition.
We have gathered our knowledge from
yes.
And we have
54. Because today, Mr. Dotto is inviting this court to consider the merit of this order. Validity of this order.
We may consider the merit, even without looking at the order, I think, I will be having a reasonable reply, I will wait for my esteemed senior friend also, to advance his arguments. I will be dealing.
So, it is not necessary to bring on record this copy of the order question by way of a supplementary video.
The order is applicable, in respect of an assembly of 5 or more persons. My case is, I do not come within the ambit of that particular order. But the SP has acted ultra vires the provisions of not only the Constitution of India, as well as ultra vires provisions of this particular order, because he is attempting to apply an order which is not admittedly applicable to us, to 2 persons. That is my case, I squarely come within para 15 of Whirlpool's case. That is the 1998, volume 8, Supreme Court cases, page 1.
Can I make? Please consider one line reply. One line reply is whether Whirlpool's case would apply in a case where there is a parallel law which permits reasonable restriction to be applied.
That's an only alternative.
Yes. Where there is only alternative remedy except that nothing is there, here, it is a reasonable restriction. The Supreme Court has, considered these points and has said that an order under 144 is a reasonable restriction. Where the right of free movement.
But one thing, Mr. Dotto, this order which has been passed on 16 March 2025, it says that assembly of 5
Yes.
and then carrying of firearms, then any type of processions.
He has
If
no
these
cause of
things,
action.
if these
He-
things,
then
if
he
these
has
things,
no cause of action.
if these things are complied with,
Yes.
and the petitioners are permitted to visit and interact, then what is it?
No, why
the
the
parameters
no, can,
within the
can I just-
parameters?
can-
Yes,
can I just
within the
say-
parameters laid
I-
down
I
by
will-
the,
I will address
laid
this.
down in the order.
No, I will address why the court blessings is required. Why the court blessings is required?
because
No, nothing.
no.
Come to
police
prayer.
authority has refused the prayer
No,
of the petitioner.
no. Why he will make the prayer?
Why not?
Why?
No,
No. If 163 is there,
Why
no,
not?
no. The question doesn't come to his prayer. He is aware about 163 order. Come to the prayer first, page 34.
Yes, he has not any.
My lord, this is a weapon for just publicity. If you think that I will go with 2 persons, you don't need a permission. Why you have written this letter? If you have an honest intention,
No, sir.
my lord, kindly just
Yes.
one by one. Kindly do not jump into the last. Let us go from the step by step. First, kindly come to page 47. Where is under which law it is required? Why you have sent it? You are coming up before a high court under Article 26 for enforcement of your right. It's a mandamus. Under which law? Under which law? Why the High Court will interfere? If 5 up to 5 is permitted, you can go. So why the court's blessing is required?
Please come to page 54.
I am coming. First is page 47. These are
Since you are
Since
you are
simply because not simply because you have
submission
Well,
that why it is required.
no simply because he has written the letter.
Why it is required? Because it is required in view of page at page 54.
What? No. Page 47 is not before page 54.
No,
Page
no,
47 is, my lord, page 47 is first or not?
Yes, this is an application page.
Why? Under what law? It's a mandamus. Enforcement of legal right. What is that law? And you are aware about the fact that 144 is there. I mean, now the 163. His prayer is itself is this. But that every time a political leader will take the court blessings and go to the public, because of the court I have come here, this is also not permissible. My lord, kindly do not allow this forum to be utilized politically. If it is not required, your lordships have correctly observed. He can go, 2 persons will go. What is the difficulty? There is no difficulty. Until he does any illegalities, if he commits any illegalities, we will take steps.
No, we cannot take.
And we cannot take steps because of the High Court's blessings.
No, if I-
No FIR can be lost against him anywhere. High Court has passed an order, and 3 years this is there. He will go, he will do everything, he will activate criminal activities, he will get slogan, he will do everything. He can file any cases, 1,000 cases, but against him, not a single case is allowed. High Court blessing is there.
Yes.
Therefore, he was not required to. My lord, why the Reed Court? Why I am arguing, I tell you, lords. Why the Reed Court will exercise the power? If 16th is last, it has become infructuous. For tomorrow, your lordship is not required to pass an order unless 163 order is passed face. Why your lordships will give the blessings to him? Is he a Superman?
No, to ensure the right guaranteed under.
No, to ensure means
Part 3
my lord, kindly. Now, where is this? Where is right has been infringed? My lord, your lordships. My lord, your lordships.
In a legislative assembly is being prevented to go to a particular place.
Where he has been
Happened to
where he has been
common
prevented.
people.
My lord, where he has been prevented. My lord, a leader of opposition does not enjoy any extra status other than
That is the
the.
spirit
My
of
lord,
democracy.
kindly. My lord, that is the incorrect impression are being carried by few judges of this court. Leader of the opposition are not privileged persons beyond the assembly. My lord, sorry.
Don't make aspersions against any judges.
No, it's all right. My lord, all the time.
Not accept very.
No, that's all right. If you may not like me, that doesn't matter. But leader of the opposition is not God. Every time your lordship's court is saying, where is it?
Today, if the order passed in terms of 163 BNSS does not make any prohibition for visiting the petitioners to a particular place as it appears, then why you are
why he has made
why you are making an argument in order to prevent?
I cannot understand, my lord. I am sorry. Kindly excuse me. Your lordships will take the exception. Unfortunately. No. Unfortunately, your lordships will take the exception.
What I am just
your lordships. That is it. This is being done. Kindly do not indulge anything from this institution for giving a political thought, which is going on.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is there. Now, first let us come to the law. Let us come to the law.
The order, yes. If it is required, then the order.
Unfortunately, I could not make myself clear.
Yes. Very much clear, Mr. Bandyopadhyay.
I'm very dull-headed.
You are a seasoned advocate.
I am not intelligent.
You are arguing for last 10 minutes. You have made your client stand absolutely clear.
Not clear.
Now,
but still, you are not asking the questions. Therefore, I am not making my
first question under 163 BNSS does not make any prohibition. So far, the visitation of the petitioner is concerned to that particular locale.
Yes.
Then why you are arguing this matter?
No, I am not. Why he has made this application?
Because in view of the previous order.
What is previous order?
Now there was an order passed by under section 163 BNSS. That order was not part of the writ petition. Now it has been rightly stated in the writ petition that order has been passed under section 163. Now 163 order has been.
Then in that case, your lordships have to take it. In that case, your lordships kindly give time. In that case, we will show the division bench order. He was not allowed to enter.
Very well.
Yes, please, Mr. Bilodal Bhattacharya, have your presence. You have come up with your all friends, central government agency in such a matter. You have come up with it all, served everyone. We know about what is the modus operandi. We know about all this. Now, go. Why the court blessing is required? My point is, will you allow or Mr. Bhattacharya, I will not allow you to make submissions if you go on continuing this until I finish it. And what will happen when we will be elevated as a judge? At least don't sit in Calcutta High Court. Fully political we would be.
I think that this discussion can be carried on at the corridor.
No, any discussion can be carried on.
Yes.
Any discussion can be.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Bandyopadhyay. First, Milord, 163 does not. 163 anyone can go. All right. Subject to the condition up to 5. There, he didn't make the application. Who has made the application? What he is trying to do? Request to allow Sri Subhendu Adhikari, Honorable Leader of Opposition, West Bengal Legislature, along with one MLA and their central security personnel to visit Mohestala under Rabindranagar Police Station. As per the directions, I want to meet
the detective. I am directing the petitioner to make an application in course of this day and allow him to.
Why the application is needed? I don't understand that.
Allow him to. Because apparently there is no restrictions in the order dated 13 June 2025 if less than 5 persons go there.
Yes, no. Then in that
parameter.
In that case, I'm sorry, my lord.
Within the parameter case, please allow this court to express its mind also. Within the parameter of the order dated 13 June 2025 issued by the subdivision magistrate, I will permit them to go within the parameter.
Can I make submission then? Yes. Therefore, my lord, your lordship wants to give him blessings.
No.
That's right. Political blessings. It will be.
Not a political.
No, naturally. Why the High Court will entertain a petition? No. High Court will entertain a petition. Why the High Court will entertain a petition when 16th is there, 16th is last? Yes. Why your lordships want to give the blessings?
No,
that would be for the. No, that's right. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Application was made. This was turned down by the concerned.
Not turned down.
In reference to 163 order. Now 163 order has been placed before this court. On perusal of 163 order, it appears that within the parameters, issue can be sorted out. And since the prayer of the petitioner at first was not allowed, permit him to visit the place in order to give sanctity of the constitutional right which every citizen enjoys.
But I do not understand why lordship is perceiving that we are destroying the constitutional right.
Being a
These are
unfortunately
unfortunately
constitutional court,
no.
court considers this from the angle of Article 90.
That's right. My lord, we are in the, your lordship is a constitutional court, but we are also, my lord, know something about the constitutional law. Unfortunately, I know something little about the constitutional law. And your lordship is the constitutional guardian.
Yes.
I know that your lordship's knowledge is far better than me in the constitution. That is no problem of that. Question is whether the court will pass an order when there is no cause of action.
Because cause of action is there.
Nothing.
What Mr. Wong
Nothing.
is submitting in this?
Nothing.
This is the page 54. Page
Why the page 16?
Yes, yes.
No, page after 16 there is nothing. No order is there.
Page 54 order is there
Page,
by your superintendent of police.
Superintendent of police passed an order on the basis of his application. Was the application was warranted?
No. Application was.
My lord, whatever I am submitting, your lordship is saying no. Whatever he is submitting, your lordship is yes.
Anything.
So very nice. I am so grateful. Pass your order. But today my impression is something that so far state of West Bengal is concerned in such a matter, your lordship will say no, your lordship will say yes to Subhendu Adhikari. You may take exception to my knowledge. This is not correct that when this is the reason I do not decide. If this is said, if this is said, if this is said, I will file an affidavit. There is no communal violation. Come to this.
Well, I keep this matter pending.
Yes.
File your affidavit.
Yes.
Submit a report.
Yes.
And in the meantime, permit it.
If he is
how you are prejudiced, Mr. Bandowat?
No, that's all right.
Because not in violation of the order passed in 160.
But I do not understand. No, I am not prejudiced. Why your lordship is giving a handle to a things which is not happening?
No, it's not a question of giving handle.
No, 60. Why is it? I would have thought that your lordship asked the question why you have made this application. Why this application has been made?
But court will
not, if today,
will not
I am the political man.
In terms of your thoughts.
Pardon? No. That is then the court is very much overzealous to the state is concerned.
Yes.
Then the court is overzealous to the state is concerned. Sorry. If court thinks that it will be happen, then court is overzealous to the state is concerned. I'm very sorry.
My
lord, I will also kindly see
your perception. Then
no.
You keep with this, go on with this perception. Court is not going to mend you. It is not court's duty. What is passing through your mind, you have stated. But what I find from the record and
my lord,
your submission,
I do not.
I'm expressing my mind.
My lord, I do not understand. We are also political persons. We also move it. 144 is so many places. We go meet. We don't file an application. Why? If more than 5 persons we go, we file an application to the police, allow us. And every time, whenever this application will be, Subhendu Adhikaris will come, the court will entertain in a vacuum place, whatever Mr. Advocate General has said, submitted. There's nothing, no cause of action. There's no cause of action.
But may I submit one thing?
Yes.
Because Lordship may keep this matter pending without. Let us come back day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, if he wants to go, he may go. Kindly not make any observation. Kindly not make any observation. Keep it day after.
No, I am keeping this matter pending. In the meantime, I am granting leave to the petitioner to attend the place. And I also direct the authorities to ensure that no untoward incident takes place.
No untoward incident means what? If he creates an untoward incident, what will be what we will do?
In that case, we need to place certain things on record. But this is a matter of record. It is in the record of the High Court. In Sandesh Khali, 144 orders were passed. The court watched the 144 orders and he needs to go. He goes over there and calls a police officer. It's on record.
Malad, that is far from the truth, Malad. The state filed an application which has been withdrawn by the state. The state cannot say that he called someone this and that. This is highly objectionable, Malad. Had it been an individual, had it come from an individual, Malad, it was something different.
So it is not a case where court is required to go into the niceties of the order passed under 163. Yes. Because within the parameters as contained in the order under section 163, petitioner can be permitted. Let him go visit and come back.
The problem is there are various problems. Number one is the court cannot control his activities. Number one. Number two, if his activities are beyond what is required, we cannot take any action because we cannot lodge any FIR. Number three, hate speeches this person gives everywhere. of every case,
We cannot raise.
we cannot take any action. These are, my lord, the impediments. Number 4, my lord.
These are, my lord, wild allegations, my lord. There is not a single contempt application, my lord. Not a single contempt. This, my lord, is the submission, the common submission in each and every case. I have to knock the doors of justice, my lord, in each and every case. The latest thing, my
No,
lord,
no, this is also incorrect. I am contesting the matter. I am contesting the matter. I have argued. One after case has been started and we have to take leave. The problem is this, my lord, only thing, this gentleman will go make hate speech, speaking about Hindu, Muslim, Hindu, Muslim, Hindu, Muslim. He will create another disturbance, but no one can start case against him. Kindly, my lord, consider if when your lordship has observed constitutional duties, discharging, restrain him not to pass any comments. Because according to him, it is a communal things have been done. And if he commits anything, give us leave to start case against him.
That how can I already he's enjoying an
No, that's the problem. That's the problem. 3 years, 4 years are going. Your lordships will say, don't blame. But what can I do? 4 years interim orders. Argued the matter in December 2023. Judgment has not yet been delivered.
even in the recent Murshidabad riots also, my lord.
Murshidabad riot, you have tried. My lord,
I had to visit, my lord.
no, Murshidabad. No, Murshidabad riot.
Tried this, my lord, at the time of Sandesh.
Murshidabad riot. No, Murshidabad riot, you are on the very first day, you didn't get any order. Tell the truth. You have asked for 355, you didn't get the order. You have passed an order for the this NIA, you didn't get the order. After 1 month, 15 days, division bench presided over by Justice Sen passed an order, only allow him 2 persons to go.
That is my prayer.
No, 10 booths. After 1 month, 15 days.
Yes.
After 1 month, 15 days. Not on the very first day. Not on the very first day.
One of the submissions. Number 1, my lord, the leader of the opposition do not, my lord, enjoy any extra benefit. Because he is an MLA like all other 248 or 249.
But I have just handed over the office memorandum, my lord. I'm supplying a copy to the learned advocate general also, my lord.
No,
Which
taking
states
cue
about
from
the
taking cue from the submission of Mr. Bandyopadhyay. Mr. Datta, please come to page 82 of the order passed by the Honorable Division Bench in Murshidabad matter.
Yes, yes.
When?
Yes,
Page 82.
yes.
Yes, second line, petitioner number 1 and 2 may interact with the victims at the aforesaid 3 places. However, they shall not take out any procession and hold any rally and make any public speech that are likely to cause
My
breach
lord
of
imposes similar conditions on him, my lord. I am inviting this, my lord.
Yes.
then the anxiety of Mr. Bandyopadhyay, which is being expressed on behalf of his client, can be taken care of.
But this order, your lordship passed me order, but this order was passed after 1 year, 1 month, 15 days of the incident.
Well, the incident of riot, my
Mr. Bhatia, will you allow? Only you are the lawyer. Every time you will be speaking. What is this?
lord,
Every time you will say, you are misleading the court every time. Can you see the order, date of the order? No, what is this? Every time.
Please come down. You have to address this court.
12th of April, my lord, the incident took
Please
place.
come down.
23rd of
Yeah,
April.
allow Mr. Bandyopadhyay to make submission.
Kindly see the order, 23rd April
Yes,
2025.
yes.
When
Your
the
contention is this was,
incident had taken
on the
place
first
long back.
this was not passed on the first occasion.
First
After
occasion.
sometime after a period of 1 month, this order was.
Milord, I tell you, Lord.
Now, I
tell
take
you,
the
Lord.
advantage of your presence and presence of Mr. Datta, where the order under section 163 BNS is passed. Parameters has been set up. Within the same parameters, if this can be done, and accepting your anxiety and agony, what is the difficult?
No difficult.
Yes.
No difficult. But from tomorrow, not today.
No. Tomorrow.
Only 1 day.
Yes. Only 1 day. I'm accepting your contention.
And my lord, I have handed the my lord, office memorandum, my lord. So your
Yeah,
lordship, my lord,
nothing.
indicating, my lord, the
And also the press conference, Milord.
back, my lord, press conference beyond the area, my lord. that
take
I
on an
sent,
order.
my lord.
On that area,
Matter
in that
is
area.
heard at length in
But the leader of the opposition
presence
enjoys
of
the
the
status of a
learned
cabinet minister, my
advocate,
lord. I have
representing
handed that over.
representing the petitioners, representing the petitioner, state respondent. Mr. Bandyopadhyay, you are appearing for
I am appearing for Milord respondent number 225. Police.
representing the learned advocate, representing the petitioner, comma, Mr. Kishore Datta, learned advocate general, yes, representing the state respondents, and Mr. Kullan Bandyopadhyay, learned senior advocate, representing respondent number 3 and 4, 2 to 5. Representing respondent number 2 to 5. Next paragraph. On perusal of the writ petition and the case made out, it appears that member of the opposition, it appears that leader of opposition of West Bengal Legislative Assembly, along with another member of Legislative Assembly, have approached this court with the present writ petition, inter alia praying for a direction upon the concerned police authorities to ensure safety and security of the petitioners while petitioners will visit a local called Mohestala, or when petitioners will visit Mohestala in order to interact with local persons after an incident.
This is under the jurisdiction of Rabindranagar Police.
After an incident which took place on 11th of June 2025. Next paragraph. An application on behalf of the petitioner number 1, was made to the Superintendent of Police, Diamond Harbour Police District, on 11th June 2025, as it appears from page 46 of the writ petition, requesting the police authority to make arrangements which would permit the petitioner to visit the aforesaid place. Stop. In response to such application, a letter was issued by the Superintendent of Police, Diamond Harbour Police District, on 12 June 2025, whereby request of the petitioners to permit them to visit this aforesaid Mohestala area was turned down on the plea that an order was passed by the appropriate authority under 163 of Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Samhita. Stop. It needs stop. Petitioner submits that in similar situation, on behalf of the petitioners, it is submitted by Mr. Bhattacharya, learned senior advocate, that on similar situations previously, this court and the honorable previously coordinate benches and honorable division benches passed order permitting the petitioners to visit the a particular local with certain restrictions. Stop. It is also submitted that petitioners are ready to go there, less than 5 in number, and complying with the conditions as contained in the order passed under section 163 BNS, which is dated 13 June 2025 by Subdivisional Magistrate Alipur within bracket Sodor, South 24 Pargana. Stop. Next paragraph. Though writ petition does not accompany this order dated 13 June 2025 passed by the Subdivisional Magistrate under section 163 BNSS, but during course of submission, Mr. Dotto, learned Advocate General, and Mr. Bandopadhyay, learned Senior Advocate, representing some of the respondents, have placed the said order before this court for consideration. Next, stop. Next paragraph. It is submitted by Mr. Bandopadhyay, learned Senior Advocate, representing respondent number 2 to 4, 2 to 5. Representing respondent number 2 to 5, that no specific direction in the no mandamus is required to be issued on this writ petition if order passed under 163 BNSS does not hinder right of the petitioner to visit the local, then petitioner is at liberty to go there. But no specific protection is required from this court by passing an order on this writ petition. Stop. Next paragraph. It is also submitted by Mr. Dotto. It is also submitted by learned Advocate General representing state respondents that in section 163 BNSS, provisions are there to take steps for against order passed by the appropriate authority under section 163 BNSS dated 13 June 2025, and petitioner at leave to take such steps as guaranteed under section 163. Stop. Therefore, no writ petition is required to be instituted praying for direction upon the concerned police authorities in order to permit the petitioners to visit the local. Next paragraph. Having considered the respective submissions made on behalf of the parties and perusing the order under section 163 BNSS dated 13 June 2025, it appears that this order that the prohibitory order is existing up to this date, 16 June 2025. Stop. In addition thereto, if court proceeds on the premise that this prohibitory order is still in force, in that event there are certain conditions incorporated in the order dated 13 June 2025, and this court does not find it any impediment in permitting the petitioners to visit the locale in strict compliance with the conditions as contained in the said order dated 13 June 2025. Stop. Next paragraph. It needs to be recorded herein that in similar situation, Honorable Division Bench passed an order on 23rd April 2025 on an intracourt on a writ petition being WPA 8694 of 2025 within bracket Shubhendu Adhikari and another versus the state of West Bengal and others, giving certain directions. Stop. This court draws inspiration from the said order dated 23rd April 2025 in order to pass order in consideration of the present writ petition. Next paragraph. Having taken into consideration the restrictions clamped in the order dated 13 June 2025 passed under BNSS, court permits the petitioner, both the petitioners along with this one security.
The petitioner number one is a Z category protective alert, so they have their own.
Both the petitioners to visit Mohestala and interact with the local persons on 17th June 2025 with prior intimation to the superintendent of police.
May I, instead of 17th June, give a 24 hours intimation,
yes,
in advance to the SP about the date, if it is on the 17th or 18th, I have to take instructions,
Very well, we will visit on 18th June.
Whenever, we intend to visit, 24 hours prior there to, we'll...
You are interested to go to now it is...
Just...
Your paramount consideration was 60.
Give it some time to take instructions about whether it...
Paramount consideration is 16. Now your lordship is allowing not that date. You are bargaining with the dates.
I have to take instructions as to whether there is any pre-scheduled...
Pre-schedule, what is it? This is more important than any pre-scheduled meetings. You have come to a high court asking to go...
Well, I am permitting to visit within 3 days from there.
Within 3 days before giving 24 hours notice.
Intimation. Ki bolchilo sentence ta? Now, within 3 days, within 3 days from date, with prior intimation to the superintendent of police, Diamond Harbour Police District, being respondent number 3, and officer in charge, Rabindranagar Police Station, being respondent number 4, with prior intimation. Stop. Such intimation is required to be submitted before the respondent numbers 3 and 4, 24 hours prior to visiting the place by the petitioners. Next paragraph. Stop. Petitioner shall follow the conditions as contained in the order dated 13 June 2025 passed under 163 BNS. In addition thereto, both the petitioners both the petitioners are granted leave to interact with the victims at the aforesaid to interact with the local persons at Mohestala. However, they shall not make any public speech that are likely to cause breach of peace during their interaction with the victims.
Shall not take out also the
and also shall not take out any procession. আরেকবার পড়ো ঠিক করে দিচ্ছি না সেন্টেন্সটা পড়ো
with the local persons and Mohestala, however, they shall not make any public speech that are likely was breach of peace
during their interaction with the local persons. Stop. In addition thereto, petitioners shall not organize any procession at the efforts at the said local during their visit.
Local and hold any rally or make any public speech. Lots of have given it.
Yes, that I have already stated.
No, kindly one line can you consider?
Yes.
That it is earlier. That it is expected that jurisdictional speech shall ensure that no breach of peace takes place during such visit, and it required additional forces may be deployed to prevent any untoward incident. That is also there in the order.
Stop. Next paragraph. Concerned police authorities are directed to take necessary steps so that no untoward incident take place during the visit of the petitioners, during the visit of the petitioners, and deploy adequate number of police personnel to maintain peace and security at the area.
The lawsuit is disposing. Or, no, Millard, no, Dana, share the only one thing. The points which have been raised by me that are kept open.
Stop. Next paragraph. The legal points argued on behalf of the respective parties during course of hearing are kept open and shall be considered
all allegations mentioned in the
petition and shall be considered in an appropriate form.
All allegations.
Next paragraph. Since no affidavits are called for, allegations contained in the writ petitions are deemed not to have been admitted.
Next
paragraph, the writ petition stands disposed of.
You would have said these things. I would not have argued.
But I filed the affidavit.
Evidence service filed on where the petition is taken on.
Unnecessary.